Hello and welcome back to another video. Oh shit. Hello and welcome back to another video. Today we will be reacting to Tupac, White Man's World. Now, on my last Tupac reaction to My Block, a couple of people commented that I should react to this song. So I was like, I bet. Let's hear it, because there's got to be a reason why y'all recommended that I listen to it. But first, shout out to all of my patrons. Thank y'all for showing so much love and support. And honestly, I have so much gratitude for y'all. Seriously, I have so much gratitude. And for the YouTube family, I appreciate y'all so much as well, giving me all your recommendations and, you know, letting me know you support the channel. Thank you. Without further ado, let's hop into this video. Curious to, you know, see what's going on. I mean, based on the title, I could kind of understand what the premise of the song is going to be about, but let's see.
You go busting your fist against a stone wall. You're not using your brain. That's what the white man wants you to do. Look at you. What makes you ashamed of being black?
Number love for you. I even know how hard it is. No doubt. Being a woman, a black woman at that, in this white man's world. Sometimes we overlook the fact that we can ride hard now. We don't be knowing the pain we be caused. This white man's world. This white man's world. I ain't saying I'm innocent in all this. I'm just in this white man's world. This song is for y'all.
And the
all those times that I mess up, but we mess up. Dear sister, got me twisted up in prison, I miss you. Crying, looking at my nieces and my nephew's picture. They say don't let this cool world get you. Kinda suspicious, swearing one day you might leave me for somebody that's richer. Twist the cap off the bottom, I take a sip and see tomorrow. Gotta make it if I have to beg a bottle. Reading love letters late night, locked down.
Hold on, give me a second. I want to find a different lyric video, because this one, the lyrics are kind of cut off at the top. Let's do this again.
You go busting your fist against a stone wall. You're not using your brain. That's what the white man wants you to do. Look at you. What makes you ashamed of being black?
Number love for you. I even know how hard it is. Being a woman, a black woman at that, in this white man's world. Sometimes we overlook the fact that we can ride hard now since we don't be knowing the pain we be caused. This white man's world. This white man's world. I ain't saying I'm innocent in all this. I'm just saying this white man's world. This song is for y'all. For all those times that I mess up, but we mess up. Dear sister, got me twisted up in prison, I miss you. Crying, looking at my nieces and my nephew's picture. They say don't let this cool world get you. Kinda suspicious, swearing one day you might leave me for somebody that's richer. Twist the cap off the bottom, I take a sip and see tomorrow. Gotta make it if I have to beg a bottle. Reading love letters late night, locked down and quiet. If brothers don't proceed, they mail, best believe we ride. Eating Jack Mac, staring at the walls of silence inside this cage where they captured all my rage and violence. In time I learned a few lessons, never fall for riches.
Love that line, not that word. Love that line. Staring at the walls of silence inside this cage where they capture all my rage and violence. So I'm assuming he wrote this when he was in jail. Or prison. But yeah. I love that acoustic guitar. I couldn't hear that when I was listening to the other version, so I'm glad I switched videos, because I could hear everything better.
Apologies to my true sisters, far from bitches. Help me raise my black nation, reparations are due. It's true, caught up in this world, I took advantage of you. So tell the babies how I love them, precious boys and girls, born black in this white man's world. And all I heard was, only thing they ever did wrong, yeah, born black, this white man's world. All my ghetto motherfuckers are proud to be black, and we proud to have this shit like this. Born black, nobody got this white man's world. All these motherfuckers wanna be like us, they all wanna be like us. To be like now, all here. It all blessed, shout hold his own, no motherfucking doubt. Being born with less, I must confess, only adds on to the stress. 2 gunshots to my homie's head, died in his vest. Shot him to death and left him bleeding for his family to see. I pass his casket, gently ask him, is there heaven for G? My homeboy's doing life, his baby mama be stressing. shedding tears when her son finally asked that questions. Where my daddy at? Mama, why we live so poor? Why you crying? Heard you late night to my bedroom door. Now do you love me, mama? Why they keep on calling me nigga? Get my weight up with my hate and pay them back when I'm bigger. And still thugging in this jail cell, missing my block. Hearing brothers screaming all night, wishing they stop. Proud to be black, but why we act like we don't love ourselves? Don't look around, but suck, check yourselves. Know what it means to be black, whether a man or girl, we still struggling. And this white man.
That was interesting the way they did that. So his, like the way his vocals were mixed there was almost like, or even the way he rapped it, it wasn't like harmonized. Like it was kind of almost syncopated. Why you hear that again? Because I've never really heard that before.
We act like we don't love ourselves. Don't look around, but suck, check yourselves. Know what it means to be black, whether a man or girl, we still struggling in this white man's world. We must
fight for brother Lamar. We must fight for brother Latina.
born black in this white man's world.
We must fight for brother Geronimo Pratt. We
In
must
this white
fight
man's world.
for broken Lord. Kofi. We
In
must
this
fight
white man's world.
for the countless political prisoners who are locked up falsely
Tell
by
me
this
why
white
you
man.
change, choose a new direction. And I'm thinking about my time away just made perfection. Cause I think I die. Not going far, why should I care? Like we holding on to lost love that's no longer there. Can you please help me? God bless me, please keep my seeds healthy. Making all my enemies bleed while my G's wealthy. Hoping they bury me with ammunitions, weed and shells. Just in case they trip in heaven, ain't no G's in hell. Sisters.
Ooh. Hold on. Hoping they bury my ammunitions, weed, and shells just in case they trip in heaven. Ain't no G's in hell. Okay. You saying that because there's no letters, G's in the word hell? Okay.
Sorry for the pain that I caused your heart. I know I'll change if you help me, but don't fall apart. Rest in peace to Lil Tasha, Lil Yummy and Kato. Too much for this cold world to take. Ended up being fatal. Every woman in America, especially black. Bear with me, can't you see that we under attack? I never meant to cause drama to my sister and mama, but we make it through better times. And this is white man's world.
You're out of touch with reality. A few of you in a few smoke-filled rooms calling that the mainstream, while the masses of the people, white and black, red, yellow, and brown, poor and vulnerable, are suffering in this nation.
Never that. In this white man's world, they can't stop us. We've been here all this time, they took us out. They can never take us out. No matter what they say about us being extinct, about us being endangered species, we ain't never gonna leave this. We ain't never gonna walk off this planet unless y'all choose your brain. Choose your brain. It ain't them that's killing us, it's us that's killing us. It ain't them that's knocking us off, it's us that's knocking us off. I'm telling you, better watch it or be a victim. Be a victim in this white man's world. In this white man's world. Born black in this white man's world. No doubt. It's dedicated to my motherfucking teacher. Matulu Shakur, Geronimo Pratt, Mumia Abu Jamal, Sekou Ding, all the real OGs. We out.
The seal and the Constitution reflect the thinking of the founding fathers that this was to be a nation by white people and for white people. Native Americans, blacks, and all other non-white people were to be the burden bearers for the real citizens of this nation.
Oh, wait, it ends like that? Hold on. That was kind of abrupt. Okay. There was a lot of times where I was listening to the song where I got like that like DMX essence where I'm like, oh, I can see how DMX was inspired by Pac. Like the way he was rapping, I was like, oh, okay, that kind of sounds like X a little bit. Not to compare, I'm just saying, like, you can hear it. This song really reminds me of that speech that he did, and I can't remember exactly by name what it was. Let me see. It was this speech. His speech at the Indiana Black Expo. Yeah. That's what reminded me of, where he was like, yo, y'all gotta get serious and stop playing around. Like, y'all actually want to, like, build. Like, black people gotta actually want to build for each other. Honestly, nobody should be killing each other, period. But I can say we do it to each other a lot. And of course, there's other things that go into that, like proximity. So, you know, obviously, if somebody's living in a poor community, because more than likely violence is going to happen in poor communities. And if there's all black people or majority black people living in a poor community, then due to proximity, black people are going to be killing other black people. You know what I'm saying? It's the same thing with, like, white on white crime, where they'll be like, oh, because if there's a whole bunch of white people and it's mostly white people living in the area, then they're going to be killing each other. There's a lot of statistics and stuff that goes into it, but a lot of time with these headlines, what they'll do is they'll go like, oh, black people just love killing each other, and this, that, and the third. And like I said, this is not to justify or say like, oh, it's okay that, you know, this is why, so it makes it okay. It's like, no, it's just to add more context so that people don't start to create narratives in their head that, oh my God, you know, they just love to kill each other. It's like, that's not how that works. He says, it's hard to be a black woman, right here. It's hard being a black woman, and a black woman at that, in this white man's world. I'm going to speak for the United States. And yes, it happens in other countries as well, but I'm going to speak for the country that I live in. I feel like black women definitely be getting, like, the hardest time. Especially if you're a dark-skinned black woman. You get even harder time. Especially nowadays, it's like people are just like uber racist. Like, they're overtly racist. And they don't care. They do not care. And sometimes people try to gaslight you and go like, oh my God, what are you talking about? That's not racist. And it's like, bro. Because especially where I live, I would say, like, when you're, at least like in New York, people aren't like in your face racist. But they'll be passive aggressive, and they'll be micro aggressive as well. That's the word I want to use, micro aggressive. Now, I'm not gonna speak for all of New York, because I know somebody might be like, oh, I'm in New York, and then, you know, this happened. But I'm saying for where I live, people are micro aggressive. They do microaggressions, and they're passive aggressive. Like, they'll say certain words and they'll speak in a certain way where it's like, okay, I'm picking up the kind of energy you're giving out. And it's not to be like, no, like, oh, I'm trying to victimize myself. But I can tell, okay? You can tell when somebody is trying to be subtly racist, but they don't want to be overtly racist, because then if they get called out, it's going to be a bigger problem for them. But anyways, shout out to Tupac. He was consistent in his message. I say the same thing for Kendrick. Where I go like, you know, even from the beginning, he was always consistent with his message. Yes, he did talk about, you know, gangster stuff. He did some gangster rap and all that. But he still did stick to the main message that he wanted better for his people, and he wants people to do better for themselves. And like he said, not to say that, like, black people are perfect, or like, oh, we don't do shit, you know, bad shit, or we don't fuck up. Like, no, that's, nobody's saying that. But I will say, historically, when black people try to build themselves up, there was always a resistance met. Just saying, listen, it's a fact. There's always been a resistance that has shown up and been like, burning shit down, like, bro. Like, we could be chilling, just chilling. Here we go again. So, history just repeats itself, and it sucks, but I don't think we're going to be stuck in this cycle forever. There shall be a day where people will coexist on this planet as intended. Simple as that. But anyways, y'all, thank you for watching along. If I speak on the song, I would say like instrumental wise, I love the acoustic guitar, the hook. I was not expecting that hook. I mean that chorus, that was beautifully sung. I am curious who sung that. But yeah, other than that, like I said, thank you for recommending this to me. Please remember to like, comment, share, and subscribe, and I will catch y'all in another video. Thank you. Peace.